the Action Committee. I'm going to echo my colleagues' comments here. You absolutely could have answered that question and should have answered that question. This is not business as usual. You may have not had a public meeting before. You may have had it because 12 people told you to. But the fact that you are acting like this is another day at the park, another day at work, is complete force. You know how I finish that. Someone needs to stand up and say, this is the worst disaster of this kind in world history. This is the worst poisoning of a human population in world history. I'm waiting for someone to stand up and freaking act like it. Doggers here, thank you. You mentioned the Dogger test. Shall I remind you that a third of the wells that underwent the strenuous testing failed immediately? I mean, you pass it off and you're showing it's like, okay, you understand that. But where's the intellectual understanding and the changing of the behavior between this regulatory board in how it's choosing to permit this facility? Yes, you follow the 49 above ground structures. The moment another well leaks, it becomes your ballgame. I don't care if the well isn't in your jurisdiction. None of the people in this room care that that wellhead isn't in your jurisdiction, or that well casing isn't in your jurisdiction. All of the crap that comes out of the ground is absolutely in your jurisdiction. Somebody mentioned before, I'll give you another little piece from your website, because clearly you need to be reminded, just as Dogger does, just as the PUC does. The AQMD's mission is to clean the air and protect the health of all residents. Period. I'm waiting for you to stand up and do your job. I want to remind the crowd as well as you that the initial suspension of activity at Aliso Canyon during the blowout was actually your doing. It was your abatement order. So to sit here and say you truly don't have jurisdiction, again, is, in this case, because the gas company's here, cow manure. You do have the authority. Are you aware, any of you sitting up here, that just a few days ago, there was another incident, while the field is at idle, that covers 3 of the communities. Not just Porter Ranch, but Porter Ranch, Chatsworth, Northridge. Is anyone aware?
I'm sorry, what was that 3 days ago you said?
There's another incident. We have community members reporting odors spanning, 5 square miles. Again, emissions from the facility. That's your ballpark. I think about a dozen calls were made in to report the emissions, yet nothing. No one's heard from anybody. In an idle state, the facility is in your jurisdiction. The moment the odors come up, it's your ballgame. And if you would permit me I have a few more notes. Okay? Since the last renewal, you commented that every 5 years you go through, if the operator has done what they needed to do, the permit pretty much sails through. Again, I remind you, the worst blowout in world history, and it looks like business as usual. Okay? How can this operator, who, other than the one SoCal Gas representative in the room, will acknowledge was grossly negligent in their operation of this facility, both 49 above-ground equipment under your direct jurisdiction, as well as everything in the ground, why would we expect them to operate any differently? We have 4 decades plus of history with this operator, and yet we're willing to just say, well, we trust you. We'll drop in every now and then, but we really trust you to comply this time. It's the health of all these people. It's the health of the 1.5 million people in the San Fernando Valley that breathe this air that you are gambling with. That you are saying, yeah, we got you. It's fine. Don't worry that you were exposed to more toxins than any other population in history. Don't worry that you're going to be sick or are sick or have relatives that have already died. We got it. Thank you. I'm waiting, and I say this again to the elected body, the bodies here in the room, most of whom I love, good to see you. I'm waiting for Dogger, I'm waiting for PUC, for someone to stand up and say, we got you. It's in our mission statement to get your back, and we're going to get your back. Not just go, it's in their, you have it in front. Yeah, it's their deal and their deal and the PUC's deal.
Like I said, we are not pointing fingers, we are saying